Okay, so yeah, we're already up. Time to do more Secret Strixhaven Limited. We have an option to do quick draft. But I really want to do Premier. I've been quite enjoying it a bit. Definitely not enjoying pick two though. It's just that the payoff is not that great for that one. But we're gonna be doing more Secrets of Strixhaven. I'm going to be sharing this some stream with a few groups, and then we should be ready to go. But so far, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this set a lot. I've drafted two premier drafts and two quick drafts. I've managed to 7x 3 out of 4 of the drafts. The 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 one draft I didn't get to 7 was a Prismari draft. I got 4-3 on that one. That was fine. Though I though I'm starting to notice a trend that I really have to start paying attention to my early curve, because it's very easy to get caught up on getting a lot of good late game stuff, but you really need to get the good early game stuff is the one that gets dried up really quickly. Anyway, that's going to be our starting point. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing a premier draft of Secrets of Strixhaven. Gonna enjoy this to our fullest. I think I forgot what's the next set after. Is it I think it's the Hobbit set, not the Marvel set yet, because we're talking more about the Hobbit. There you go, ready to cash in on this. See how well we do in this one. And okay, Dina's Guidance. Unfortunately, this is kind of a dud rare. Repel Calamity is a very good uncommon on the other hand, so we're definitely going to be taking this one. We are giving up. The white we're giving up is more along the lines of Lorehold between the group project. Dig Side goes both ways. Ascendant Dust Speaker is also more Loreholding. But we are going to take the Repel Calamity because that's pretty much the best card of the bunch. No other reasonable card in any of the other colors. So yeah, we're giving up the rare here, unfortunately. Well, we got a Jazzy Steward of Fate. Nice and all, but what are our other options? Electring Scorn Mage. Impractical Jokes also really good. We could stay in white and try to figure out the rest. Or we can try. I'm also thinking that I might want to start taking red, because there's a good chance we might have to pivot to another color instead. Yeah, we'll take the Impractical Joke here. And yeah, pretty good. Monstrous Rage is good. Colossus is really good. So I would probably want to prioritize something like the Stone Docent first. Monstrous Rage is really good as a combat trick. But I think we take the Stone Docent here because we want to cut off as much white as possible. White being the best colors. And okay, we have a bit of a situation here. Killian's Confidence is super good, but it does force us into white black. I might actually still take this, because my other option would be Spirit Mascot or maybe the Hop to it, but we'll take the Confidence here first. There's a good chance we could just splash it. Probably take the group project also. This one's a very easy card to flashback. There's an Eager Glyph Mage, but cheaper is always the harder one to come by, so we will take that. Also helps that it counts as a creature, and down the line it counts as a second creature. And speaking of creatures, no one's respecting the Elite Interceptor, which is probably one of the best white creatures for this set. We are passing a Rubble Rouser, which might mean that we might not be too much into white-red after all. We'll see. But that one's probably a bit less likely for us. And let's see. Dig Site Inventory is good. Spirit Call Enthusiast, we can kind of make it work with the group project. If we stick to Lorehold, there are ways we can make this work as well. That said, there's also a Scathing Shade Lock, which is really good in Silver Quill, albeit a bit late game. Guess we keep cutting the white. Okay, Locust Spray not so great. Pursue the Pass. Okay, so we will be taking the Pursue the Pass. So it looks like the confidence not so much into it right now. Pursue the Pass, also one of the better white cards here. And we got another group project back. We don't need to... We probably want to have a dig site inventory somewhere down the line, just not right now. But we also want to be down the line on having a lot of creatures. So right now our count is... Technically our count is 5-3. We did get 2 group projects. Those are more of... Those are creatures in the guise of sorceries. Yeah, dig site inventory. We kind of want at least 1 or 2 of these. I think 1 is fine. And dual tactics. Also another thing to quickly flashback. We can also just take a Strife Scholar. I'll take the dual tactics for now because I just to test it out. Hey, Spirit Mascot. And so we are looking into Lorehold yet again. Not sure if we want to play the Requisition Raid, but we'll see. Hey, and we got the Molten Core Maestro. There's also Burst Lightning, which I want also, but Molten Core Maestro, this is one of the few Opus cards where you don't need the 5 or more mana effect. We definitely are taking this one. And we got a Hardened Academic. Also something good to take. We are passing a Rebel Rouser and an Impractical Joke. And a... But I think we're getting paid back now in rares. And we got an... Okay! This is going to be super interesting. I'll probably pass the Empty the Warrens. We're not exactly geared for Storm, but we will take another Molten Core Maestro. So, Unstable Mockery is going to be really good for us. Stone Glider is also pretty good as a way to exile. As far as the removal is concerned, it's literally just the Impractical Joke. Yeah, so... This one's nice, but I think we do have to take an Unstable Mockery. We're probably going to be running a lot of cheap creatures. I'm gonna need to find... So Owlin Historian is probably a good fit for us here. I would like to take Fields of Strife, but if we're gonna end up in just 2 colors, it's less necessary. Okay, there's another group project which I like, but we have to take a Rebel Rouser here. Exile on Demand is really important for us. Swordsmith is also quite good for us here. I might actually being able to buy back one of these spells next turn. A good combo setup would be Swordsmith on turn 4 Swordsmith plus Impractical Joke, or turn 5 Swordsmith plus Group Project. That's also a really good one, getting extra creatures that way. Speaking of group projects, we are swimming in group projects. So our creature count is actually 13 and 6. Definitely. Back to school, kids. Also, the group project is also something really good to discard to Hardened Academic. If you have enough creatures, you can just... You can get the lifelink. Honorbound Page is fine. Shattered Acolyte is probably something we'd like also. Ennis, we only have the 1 Elite Interceptor to reset, but... Spirit Call Enthusiast. Now we'll take Ennis. It's because we are still exiling a bunch of stuff. See? Soaring Stone Glider is still here, so we are definitely taking that. Another Dig Site Inventory. I might actually take a Terramorphic Expanse instead. Yeah, because just to... We might also want to... We have 2 more Molten Core Maestros, but we kind of want to go more into... We probably want to go more into white. Well, white being the strongest color, no surprise there. What would I want? Probably more Interceptors. More actual removal would be nice as well. Because Molten Core Maestro is pretty much, yeah, this is pretty much, let's see, you may draw X cards. Yeah, we'll take it, but we're probably not going to play it. Then let's see, ooh, that's a nice Wither Bloom, but we're not going to be able to play it, so we're going to have to give it away. I could just take another Pursue to pass. It's a way to set up our mana. Seize the Spoil is kind of fine. Yeah. I'll have to give away the Mythic there. We'll take another Pursue to pass. It's so that puts us at 15 and 7. So what cards would we probably be likely to cut? The Dual Tactics is a maybe. Kiro, this guy usually doesn't survive, but might as well play him. It's still a 2 mana 2/3. So Spirit the Calling Enthusiast does get the nod because of the triple group project. Stone Gut Owlin Historian is probably the one that doesn't get the nod here. Also of note is that our curve is super low. So we might be able to get away with 16 lands here. Because let's see, because usually the condition is the flashback. Oh wow, hold on. Return to the ranks. We'd get back Ennis, we'd get back Elite Interceptor, Stone Docent, the Molten Core Maestros, Carol, Spirit. Okay, we'll take return, it fits here. I'm not sure if we're actually gonna play it. I might rather just have another Stone Docent, but well, it's something to consider, because what's our Graduation Day whenever you cast? Okay, this one, it's good, but it's not that great. Okay, so we're actually kind of drying up as far as Lorehold's concerned. I can probably just take a Laureate just in case. Seize the Spoils will also be fine. We'll take. There's another Requisition Raid that we don't really need. In fact, this one's kind of dry for us. I might just take the Favor. Dual Tactics. Monstrous Rage is back. This time I might, definitely considering. Shattered Acolyte might be something to consider. I might actually take this. Yeah, it's a shame that we're passing the Monstrous Rage. Actually, Monstrous Rage might not be so bad here. But because we're swimming in 2 drops right now that it's not so funny for us here. We could take a second. Okay, so what we can do is we could take this. We could probably still keep it at this. Summon Dromedary is something that I'll take as an option, but like if I say cut the Dual Tactics, I would probably put that in. Take the Fields of Strife. I could take the Petrified Hamlet, but now it's time to focus on our mana. Another Stone Docent. So what? We do have a concern that our curve is super low. So low that the Monstrous Rage is actually looking quite good here. Yeah, we might have gotten too low. We definitely want to try to return to the rank series. So we can probably cut one Stone Docent. Still keeping the group projects is still quite important for us here. Requisition Raid actually is looking better here now because it does pump wide. I'll probably cut it for now. I think I cut the Dual Tactics also. and I can go down to 6, and I can go down to 16 lands with this. Yeah, we'll go like this. We'll see how this pans out. This is really more experimental and super risky. I might add as well. Also, I'm gonna try to see if I can get a good way to view the deck. Oh, so I can prop. So deck one. Definitely keeping this. We can. We have kind of a bit of our removal early. Opponent going into Scolding Administrator. Okay. Yeah, this one's bad enough. It's just a joke. So I'm definitely so Rebel Rouser is definitely in my radar here. Yeah, if we can stifle the Earth. I could have also waited for them to cast early spells, but yeah, in this case this one is quite good for us here. We can probably just play Rebel Rouser. This. Oh wait, no, we can discard the Dig Site. And also blinking Rubble Rouser is not the worst. Ooh, opponent is kind of desperate now. Yeah, cutting the early aggression really helped us there. Okay, we're really flooding here. Wow, we're really flooding here. Okay, we kind of stopped flooding, but if our opponent has anything really big, this is a problem for us. Though typically Silver Quill doesn't have that. So I'm assuming our opponent has some amount of threats at this point. I'll really be surprised if the answer is no. Also double check. Yeah, we have plenty of cards to exile. No, I'm ready. Okay, that's fine. I figured they'd have to have removal eventually at some point, so They might have removal for this Ennis, but okay, they don't. Okay. And we did go through quite a lot of lands on ourselves, so our opponent can't exactly complain too much about that. But yeah, having the early removal to cut off a lot of the early drops really helped us. I guess it does make Silver Quill is still the better deck, but it does make Lorehold the somewhat more consistent one because you're like you are still playing stuff, but you're less dependent on you're less dependent on the synergy. The synergy is still very important though. Whereas a lot of the stuff you play with Silver Quill, if you don't have a creature you can target, you don't get the benefit. Though it doesn't punish you so much if you draft enough removal spells because sure, it's nice to have the repartee creature before you play the removal, but if you have to play removal, you have to play removal. Speaking of which, I am quite short on removal, to be honest. We know we're running Return to the Ranks, so we are actually playing to trade off a lot of our early stuff. So that's kind of our game plan. Requisition Raid is kind of there as the semi-backup. Okay, so I kind of want to play Fields of Strife first because this does give me a turn 2 Molten Core, especially if our opponent plays some green-blue. Okay, there's some black, so he could have the last gasp. Opponent could be playing Converge. This is an Opus check though, so I can actually just start by playing Group Project, force it. You know what? I'll just attack first, then I'll play the Spirit Call Enthusiast. Make it look a little less assuming, like it's just a 2/2 men. And if they're gonna remove it now, oh, that's not the worst. So next turn, I can actually just dump these 2 creatures, especially if opponent's just running Potioner's Trove into a Tide Caller. Okay, so now we want removal. If our opponent's going to go for trying to mill us out, we have to keep that in mind. So, cast, flash. Well, we might not be able to flash it back. We probably have to go for Scroll Boost. Because we will be able to take 3 shots of mill 10. Let's see, we lost our Unstable Mockery, but we could still hit. So, time to do some math. And this is Sorcery Speed. And I can flash this back, but I want to save it. Because this is 14 damage, that is... Yeah, that would force it already. So... Yeah. So I think our opponent has to have a plan B at this point. Since they got to mill us, but they haven't put anything else and now have... They probably want to take out... Ooh, take out all 4. Okay. Let's see, what can I get back? 1, 2... Stone Docent. Oh, we can actually... probably want more mana for this. Yeah, I would have wanted more mana for this. Opponent actually playing the Converge deck. Do they have a way to snipe these two? Because my next plan is to now just cast Group Project, and Big Site Inventory to start get seize the spoils. Okay, reaching for cards. Mage Tower Referee. Okay, you have another blocker. Gain 2 life. Sure. Okay, I did not mill my 1 mana spell, so this won't do it. Let's go Group Project. There you go. Opponent can't block it, and we get there. Yeah, I like the idea going for the mill, but we put enough board presence to make it work. Now, thankfully, it's an Opus spell, so it has to be an instant sorcery. But yeah, they kind of went all over the map, having a little bit of everything. So that I don't know what to make of our opponent's deck, to be honest. I wouldn't be too sure there. Hey, also Hellart Maka, thank you for liking the video. How are you doing? I hope you are enjoying the video so far. We are okay, looking quite good. Probably lead on Spirit Mascot turn 2. Then probably see if we can do a Hardened Academic. Okay, nice, our opponent. First year? Yeah, first year. Pursue the Past might also be an option for us. Especially if it's just casting a Rampant Growth. Yeah, we don't have a way to get cards to leave the graveyard quite yet. So there's a bit of a gamble here. We are gaming so that we can cast Pursuit the Past next turn to start growing the Hardened Academic. Opponent again going with the 3-color special. We're hoping to. I should shift this to the side, or at least a little down here. Okay, we passed the attacks. No, opponent's not gonna go in. We'll split the difference because Spirit Mascot will also get his own counter. I am suspecting removal, so that's why I'm just splitting the difference here. Bitter Triumph? Okay, not the worst. Discard. Okay, Group Pro. Okay, these two are actually quite good. Okay, I was worried he might have our opponent would have had the Giant Growth. Return. If you want to return that, that's not the worst thing. Yeah, okay, we definitely. So next turn we can go Owlin Historian, Group Project. Then tap everything to... Or, no. Or what I can rather do instead is I can go Group Project first. Casket go wide, because opponent needs to have more than this. They might have removal. We're not going to go Group Project yet. We have to pace ourselves a bit. They probably still have removal. No, it's just Quick Study. They have to chump block. Into Alberta. Into that. But the rampant growth will grow Alberta a bit. I still have 2 mana left. Okay, so Rubble Rouser is actually... Ooh, kind of don't want to discard this because it's one of our only flyers. Yeah, we'll play Owlin Historian first. Surveil... Yes, Surveil Dig Site Inventory. Actually, now we play Rub. So we don't get the pump quite yet, so we have to wait. We are giving our opponent a very critical turn here. They're swimming in so much mana. Like, they could make a super huge fractal, and my only hope to get through will now be the flyer. Also, all the triggers are going to be so helpful for us here. Like, if their only place to make an extra fractal, we can just Unstable Mockery this other one just so to reduce the blockers even further. Yeah, so nice 9-9, bro. Yeah, Lorehold really has to go wide here. Hey, Jericho Lagan, good evening to you too. How are you doing? Yeah, we're once again playing Lorehold. I'm off camera. I get to play Silver Quill really well. On camera, I end up having to play Lorehold. We did not get much power this time, but okay, so just a quick check on what we have on deck. So just a quick look. Not much in the way of power, but we do have 2 Molten Core Maestros. And we have so much in the way of 2 drops that I can justify a return to the ranks. So this is probably going to be one of my first cuts if ever. We are running lean on 16 lands. And lots of group projects makes the Spirit Call Enthusiast somewhat better. And that's pretty much the state of our deck. And so far, so good. Doing pretty well. Yeah, I really need to have a better way of looking at notifications here. So, okay, this one's a bit tight. This might be one of the cases where I probably shouldn't be running too lean on mana. Okay, never mind. We got there. So definitely want to run Enthusiast next turn. If we also considering Silver Quill tends to grow quite a lot, Repel Calamity is gonna be kind of good for us here. So there's a good chance the Spirit Mascot doesn't make it. Oh no, it made it. Locust Spray? Okay, Locust Spray. Sure. We get it out of the way. So opponent probably just taps this, draws a card, we take one. I would probably want to play Rabble Rouser first before we drop the group project combo. Oh, never mind. There's a... That is a Molten Core Maestro. Now I can't... Now I'm just going to swing more into this first. Because I don't want to waste this. I don't want to waste the scroll boost. We really want to scroll boost first. Now our opponent has to... They probably have removed... No, just that. Oh wow, our opponent's also running lean. And not in a good way. I am going to offer the token trade. I was going to go after the Laureate anyway, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, you should really consider throwing that under the bus. Nope, no need to discard because... So if our opponent drops anything significant, we can... Doing well, playing Lorehold on quick drafts due to low gem count, trying to get back to 5 gold. Yeah, wishing you the best of luck. I believe you can get there. Ooh, we got hit by Foolish Fate. So, what can we do? Yeah, we do have to pursue the past after all. Yeah, no, please, no board wipe. I am so gonna die if that happens. At least the Molten Core Maestro is just eating all our removal, which is kind of expected. It's if you don't remove it, it's gonna grow too big. Opponent's still deciding on what to do next year. Yeah, okay, that's what they decided, and I can't blame them. Yeah, we almost could have gotten Silver Quill, but the draft was really leaning towards Lorehold, and we kind of made it work. So yeah, we're definitely making it work right now. Also, yeah, definitely after this, need to do a few runs on Uma Musume just to. But otherwise, it's a very chill week. Just keep it relaxed. Okay. Yeah, it's really gonna be Spirit Call Enthusiast into the group project is okay. They might have a counter for it. I'm gonna attack first. Let's see if we can bait them into doing something else, like say bounce. Okay, did not get baited. Do they have an Essence Scatter? They deduce. Okay, that was not. Ooh, Death Touch. Just gonna repel it now. Into us. Okay. So that makes these both 5. Oh no, that doesn't make this 5/5s. Hmm. Yeah, I should probably put in the token. So yeah, we'll swing with this. I can kind of grow these, but I can wait on it also. Tackle Artist, okay. This probably gets a double trade. We definitely want to take out the Tackle Artist first. Yeah, Spirit Call Enthusiast. Oh wow, they're. They definitely have something. Yeah, they went 3 colors, splatter technique. Okay, sure. I figured as much. We could have saved damage there. I guess I can discard this first, draw later. Okay, no, perfect. Elite Interceptor. Um, let's wait. Yeah, I should have noticed the Tackle Artist. Let's see if they have another board wipe. Snarl Song. Okay. So probably take Spirit Call Enthusiast because we're not recovering that one back. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, we're taking a bit of a risk here. Yeah, I could also just start. I think, yeah, because at least we can start growing the hardened academic. We'll see if our opponent's able to fight back. Okay, double red. Okay, looks like we. Okay, tablet. Oh, this. Oh, that's an annoying one. So that means we have to grow academic an inordinate amount. I can probably block. To fix site inventory, so actually, okay, browser. I still want the group project, so yeah, we'll have to give up. Also have to remember that this does generate quite a bit of mana. Yeah, we're really putting all our eggs in this one basket here. Oh no, he's just sacrificing. Okay. He might just. No, he's not gonna take it. But that solves that problem. Yeah, I guess we can. Opponent probably should start attacking us with pests if they want to regain the life. They could also just have a very big burn spell, and tablet is very indicative of that. Yeah, I think they have a way. Yeah, with all the mana they have, they probably have a way to take out the hardened academic. I'll be really surprised if they don't. Okay, I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm not. Mill a card for two. Okay, I'm actually gonna spread the love here a bit. Ooh, that was not the card I wanted to mill. Let's see if they have it. If they do, they do. That's not the worst. If they have another removal spell for this, yeah, it's kind of like finally getting them to use it. Thankfully, Kirill is buff is in +1/+1 counter, so though the trample is only temporary. The Rubble Rousers actually are MVP here. This card has really been very good for it. So they probably have removal for this. It's about time. Eh, that's that's fine. So now I can kind of wait on this. But yeah, we've been milling some. Hoping not to have to activate this right away. Return to the ranks would really be good for us right now. Yeah, Tone Blast into Tone Blast. Yeah, because that's the repeatable source, so they had to get rid of that. Let's see, what can Practice Swordsmith get? Surprisingly enough, they can't get this as too big. Non-creature, non-land card, and I don't have anything that fit the build there. Oh, that will fit the bill. Aviator, we can probably still punch through that. So Rubble Rouser and Owlin Historian can go. And yeah, there we go. We managed. This time Kirill, I'm used to Kirill just dying. So this is the first time I got Kirill to go off and, well, he went off. Circles, in fact. Okay, so yeah, we're really punching up. I don't know if it's above our weight class or on our weight class. We have a few rares, but nothing super. I guess the Maestros are actually quite good if you can get it going really early, but okay, this one's a bit more of a not so great hand. I do know that we don't have double red, so I can play coy and hide this stuff for now. Noxious Newt, I will attack. So I will play this though. I'm not, of course I won't bounce it, but because the idea now is that if I'm able to play another creature, I can flash this back and this will get a +1/+1 counter. Opponent going into landscape painting. Sure. They are going to be able to draw 2 cards next turns. Yeah, we're going to take the time to grow the team. I'm actually grateful that Spirit Mascot's bonus effect is a full +1/+1 counter. That's fine. I'm fine with that. And I could always just hardcast this. It'll also be interesting if I somehow can get these two to die. So because that means Return to the Ranks does a very good job for us. Yeah, if you attack with Landscape Painter, I will block with the token. Opponent is still on the tank here. I have, yeah, the really good Quandrix builds have usually really just been good Converge decks. It's always been Quandrix plus. I don't expect this to be any different. That said, Silver Quill and Lorehold have pretty much made cards like these very hard to play at their mana value turn. You really want to be playing these much later when you can start building up a board presence. Ooh. So yeah, this was a 3-colored deck. I am concerned because now they have red mana available. Yeah, I'll play Molten Core and yeah, I'll pass. If our opponent has a board wipe, that just means I can now get 3 things back. Resonating Loot. Ooh. It's gonna be in it for the long haul. So we will return the Spirit Mascot. And now our opponent has to have a board wipe at this point. Yeah, I feel really bad now because I think I just played into it. But then again, we still have 1 creature on follow-up. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think we could all. Does our opponent have Mathemagics? That's the one way we definitely lose. Yeah, we're at 28 cards, so 2 X0 is 1, X1 is 2. Oh no, it's just Moment of Reckoning. Okay, so it's not the worst actually. In fact, it's so not bad that I'm probably just gonna pay full price. Yeah. Well, I guess a resonating loot will justify all this greed. Plains, Mountain. Yeah, our opponent had no way of casting this outside of it. Is this the Mathemagic? No, they're still tapping for regular. So probably playing this first. This is getting really. Okay. Looks like they did not have it. Okay. I was really surprised. I was actually really scared too. Like they probably have all the big spell. Well, they did cast the big spell. We just happen to still have more creatures. Yeah, that I would just. I think that was still the core. If it had been the full board wipe, I probably would have been a bit less happy. So wow, we okay. So we're now on the last stretch. We're hoping to hit the last win. My gosh, I'm my Lorehold. I really enjoyed Silver Quill the first time around Strixhaven. This time I'm really enjoying Lorehold. It's it's the complete package of playing cards, landing cards in graveyard, playing cards out of your graveyard, which itself is an amount of in, inherent amount of advantage. Ooh, opponents leading an interceptor. We're gonna have to do Maestro or Kirol. Okay, this might be the first case where we lose. I'm gonna play the Molten Core Maestro first, even though this is easier to kill. Because if we can hit another land, we can just go an interceptor draw. And if our opponent is just doing tapping it down, I'm fine with it. But we really need to land. Opponents really? Yeah, they're really going for the aggression here. We probably need to be kind of aggressive too. Yeah, we did not hit the land, but we did hit the group project. What we can probably do is we can cast this, pitch group project. Okay, we hit our land. So now we can do this. Actually, we have a lot of things we can do. Like, I could play Kiro. Ooh, this is a scary one. We might lose this one by virtue of just not hitting our removal. Well, there's another group project. But we have to draw the card. Yes. I'm gonna hold this back because I'm willing to chump block this. Yeah, we need to start giving ourselves more of a buffer. That's... Oh, they did... Okay, they didn't go for... Yeah, so... Let's see... We do Kirol first. Do group project. I still want to string up top with this. And do do we have anything we can get back? Not, well, just the group project. Yeah, the number of turns we have are going to be so few, so I'm going to focus. That said, if our opponent, like our opponent can make this five doubles, six double strikes, so 12, 13, 14. Oh wow. Okay, I think, yeah, we goofed up. We should have held back. I forgot that was +2/+0. Yep, he's going all in, and that will do it. Yep. I won't have enough blockers. So we made a mistake on that one, but it does highlight that yeah, Silver Quill is still really strong. We just did not hit the removal that we needed. We have removal, just not a lot of it. So we we needed to hit some of it. Yeah, I guess yes. One way it says we just weren't fast enough. Yeah, because the alternate hook would have just been not to go for the spell, or just don't attack. But I think I would still not have had enough life anyway. I really needed to keep hitting with lifelink. But still, yeah, it's Silver Quill, and yeah, white is really eating very good here. Yeah, I really wish I could have a way. Okay, we're keeping this one. We have at least removal, but we don't have much of anything else. Like Spirit Mask, we can do Spirit Mascot or Kiro first. And note that we already cut down to 16 lands. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll play Spirit Mascot. Next turn is probably Kiro, then we can do... Well, if they want to remove... Not the worst outcome. Did our opponent? Okay. Let's see if they actually still have removal. And just play group project because we need to start dumping our board a bit. Okay, they finally hit the mana, just a bit off timing while we are swimming in too much mana. Really just need one more creature. Get the group project going. The group project always starts with one. Oh, they actually are playing tree color. Okay, what's their big spell? Okay, I can't eat. Yeah, let's just attack for now while we still can. We start building up the board later when we can. Okay, sure. It's up to one. So we lose that. That's not the worst. And do I want to play this now? Okay, we wait a bit. Maybe our opponent has even more removal than we can. Okay. Okay, starting to gain a bit of life. Yeah, definitely keeping that on top. Yep. Guess who's back? Back in. What? What's that? What's that? What? How does that song go? Guess who's back? I need to search that up. Adventurous Ether. Wither Blue. Okay, sure. And this is until the end of your next turn, so I actually can. So this should convince our opponent to actually double block this guy. I am expecting a double. Oh, not going for the double block. Okay, I can respect that. Okay, they're going for the double block. I can also respect that. I kind of set it up so they had to do it. Okay, then their follow-up is a Leech Collector. Yeah, I was going for that one. Okay, we need to hold up some lands just in case we hit just in case we hit our Pursue the Past. Fix was broken. Ooh, okay. Semi annoying. Oh, and this is artifact? Oh gosh, that's annoying. Yeah, this is another case of so close yet so far. Well, I did predict the Pursue the Past. He's gonna need to block with a lot of creatures here. Okay, he's just chump blocking. I can also accept that. So let's see, which way do we go? I say go Rebel Rouser because we need to start pinging stuff. And decline. We did go through a size. So this is me hoping that we can repel Calamity. Still get to ding us for 2. And this. Oh, and they get to draw a card. Yeah, so our game plan now is we need to get rid of their ways of gaining life so that we can just start using route. Yeah, I think we're at the point where we can kind of swing with almost everything. Okay, opponent folds back. Still scared, but I think, yeah, they might have removal. Oh no, they're just surveilling. They will have to start chump blocking. They probably have removal. Yeah, we almost got. Yeah, we almost got wrecked by. Okay, we didn't get wrecked. We almost got wrecked. That top heavy hand. It it ended up being very top heavy for both of. Well, it ended up becoming top deck heavy for both of us. Yeah, they were more top heavy in a sense, but it did go for the long stretch. And there we go. Yet another wondrous victory. 7 wins, 1 loss. Still. And yeah, we get to cash all of these in. That was a very great episode for us. Let's open this one first. And see what all the goodies are. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And do turn on notifications. Do check out the other content I'm starting to kind of delve into, but we'll see on that one. Many thanks to all who tuned in. Thank you, Hellart Maka. Thank you, Jericho Elagan. It's nice to see you guys again. Let's see. Did we get any really good stuff? I already have. Yeah, this the first is not really accurate. I kind of have all of these already. So what good stuff did we get? Jazzy, join researchers. Okay. I still feel very underwhelmed by this one. It's just Kiro is much better as a 2-mana 2/3 versus this one is a 3-mana 2/3. And oh, okay, special guest. There we go. That's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.